Okay, so now we're going to do a couple of references for the top of backswing, and especially for those players that struggle with arm position and right arm position in particular. I'm going to give you a couple of ways that you can experiment to see the easiest way for you to transition into the ball, okay? So if you're a guy that has really tight shoulders, I taught a guy a little while ago, and he has really tight shoulders, and he was really trying to keep this right arm tucked at the top, but the tendency from there was he had no more room to keep moving into this external rotation of the right shoulder, okay? So he would get it here tucked in, and then his brain would say, oh geez, I don't have any more room, I'm gonna go this way, and he really struggled with sort of this cut pattern, okay? So if that's your tendency, and you feel like your shoulders are tight and you're trying to find more range at the top of your backswing, I'm gonna give you a couple ways to do it. So as I get in here, so we're gonna do good takeaway, okay? And then from here to the top, ideally, we just wanna have the arms and the chest and the hips sort of match as I get loaded up to the top, okay? So wherever the arm position is there, that's gonna be a pretty good reference of what's comfortable for you. In motion though, sometimes what will happen is if we are limited in one of these areas and we're trying to find the range to the top of the backswing, you might see this arm go a little bit out. Typically, I don't see it stay tucked under a lot unless that's something that they're trying to do. So if I do this, okay, so I can try to keep the right arm under as I rotate. And if you feel like as you start down, if the club's going like this, you could let it start to go like that, and you can just let the wrists move this direction. So the club head is still going to be behind you, and then I can still deliver a pretty neutral strike on that versus one that's coming over the top. The other one is if I go to here, okay, and I just let this arm sort of rise up a little bit, so that's saving a bit of this range, okay? So say I want a little bit of that range. So if I'm here, I save some of it, so then I can actually move into it, similar to like I was throwing a ball, so elbows up, and then I could throw a ball. You're gonna see that type of change. So if I get in here, so number one is I get it here, and then I just let my wrist, let the club move into a good position, and then I can deliver it from there. The other one is let the elbow move up a touch, okay? And then it's almost a little bit more of a throwing motion where I can get that arm back in, and then that's gonna help me produce a nice dynamic move to keep the club a little bit more behind me versus out racing me, okay? So let me give it a try here. So the first one is I go up, elbows under, I let the club fall, and then I'm gonna be able to keep rotating. Okay, and then the other one is a little bit more of, say like a Fred Couples example. So I let the right arm work up a bit, and then I work it back into a really nice position. So give those a try. That's gonna give you a little bit more range in that shoulder, and then find the best way to deliver it.